Saints and the Eagles, and it kicks off next on Madden NFL 24.
This is the NFL on EA Sports as we join you from the so-called Space City, Houston, Texas. Tonight, it's the second game here on this wild Sunday. The Saints taking on the Eagles of Houston. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the postseason on EA Sports. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, that's really all I need to say to get you fired up. It's the postseason on EA Sports.
And no one's more fired up than the guys who are going to be playing in this game. This is what they fought for all year long. Go back to the OTAs, the mini camps, training camp, throughout the season to get to the playoffs. The intensity level will be off the charts.
It's the second of our two games here on this Saturday as Super Wild Card Weekend continues here on EA Sports. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. They'll be led out by one of the most productive QBs in the last decade. It's year 10 for the Fresno Stater now. Here's Derek Carr.
And he comes into this wild card round off of a really good regular season, better than 30 touchdown passes. And he said he feels like he can take some shots against the secondary. In fact, in our meeting, he said not only can he take shots, he expects to do it early.
Carr going to throw right away. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Give that sack to Kobe Dean.
Okay, partner, a couple points of interest right here, all right? Offensively, we see that they came out throwing the football, but maybe more importantly, the blitz that came defensively, they got right after it.
And you were telling me pregame before we came on air, you think this is something we could see a lot.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it because this is a unit that wants to play the game on their terms.
Call it a gain of 3 on the play. And that'll force it down to 3rd and 14. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rally to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle, and they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that,
and he will not get away from the pressure here. Take it down. Amari Barno drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. So here come the Eagles for their initial possession of the game. They'll be led out by someone who has proved doubters wrong his entire career. MVP runner-up a season ago, Jalen Hurts.
And he comes into these playoffs bringing a team that's been battle-tested, won the division, and earned the home playoff game here in round 1. But every year they know that a division champ, it feels like, gets beat. They don't want to be that team. They have to avoid the overconfidence and make sure they play the same way they played during the regular season, mistake-free and with passion.
2nd down, here's Hurts. Going deep here for Watkins. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, Marcus May with a pick. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess. That allows for extra yardage on the return.
In there to drop him for the loss, linebacker Kobe Dean, an outstanding play. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Again, it's Kamara. They're going to drop him behind the line yet again, and things going from bad to worse. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. A tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back at the midfield stand. Nolan Smith in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to fourth down. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it.
Now Hurts going to shift him around a bit.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Wow, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Well, that was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
Throwing is Hurts.
Wide open is Watkins. He's got him. He's to the 15. And that's a touchdown. But hold on. There is a flag down on the field. We'll have to see what this is about. Brutal. So take away the long touchdown.
It's a cruel game sometimes, partner.
Now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20.
Here's Hurts to throw.
He's going to look deep for Watkins. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. They'll set up a throw. And this one complete to Smith.
And Hurts not coming to the sideline. They're going to go for it.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. It's a pickup of 19. And it'll be first down, Eagles.
Now they'll change things around before the snap. Off the play fake. Here's Hurts.
This is Smith with a grab. A huge play there for Houston. 41 yards.
Big plays always wind up being a big theme as we get rolling in these playoffs, and the defenses that can avoid giving them up, but they're the teams that tend to go far. You may not eliminate those big plays, but if you can limit them, then you got a chance to get to the ultimate game.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Again, he'll drop to throw. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down. They'll look to throw again. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Touchdown! Dallas from 10 yards out.
And the Eagles will strike first here in this wild card matchup.
On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-0. So that drive in total 8 plays.
And the drive was all finished off on the touchdown catch by Dallas Goedert.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And no return from Bowden. This will come out to the 25. The New Orleans offense back out and ready to go.
They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. To throw, it's Carr. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he'll be out right at the 35. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
Here's a diving catch right side. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. Here's Carr. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Nakobe Dean. Now 2 sacks for him already here in this first quarter of play. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Trying the left side with Kamara. Only 3 yards on the pickup. They'll be left staring at a 3rd and 14. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Saints with a football here to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. On 3rd and long, it's Carr. Oh, this will be incomplete. And Rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. And here's Matt Araiza now. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. The Eagles offense now, they head back on the field. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
Going deep here for Watkins. This is caught at the 20. Touchdown, Houston. Here's Watkins, 73 yards. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Elliott good on the extra point. That'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And no return from Bowden. This will come out to the 25. Set to take over once again. Out comes the Saints offense. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. Now Carr. He'll get this one underneath to Kamara. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him.
And those are the throws that haven't been available to him every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. Carr. And this is going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards.
And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. Houston's offense taking over again. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10. They go play action with Hurts.
It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Houston. Dallas Goedert with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half.
And the Eagles continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. So 20-0 now pending the extra point, and this place is jumping.
Yeah, you can feel it, can't you? You can also see it. You're seeing people in the stands now excited, happy, high-fiving each other, and expecting this score to continue to mount.
Elliott going to PAT. And it makes the score 21-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And no return from Bowden. This will come out to the 25. The New Orleans offense set to take over. And, you know, listen, there's 2 ways to get the number 7 seed. You can back into it or you can charge your way into it and seize it. But ultimately, once you're here, you can throw that out the window. You've got to come to play.
Yeah, you just think of that phrase, any given Sunday or Saturday as the case may be. And even though this is a 2 versus 7 matchup, don't think for 1 second that this game's going to be a pushover. Anything can happen once the playoffs begin.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Kamara up the middle. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. The Saints on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Carr. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the save.
Nolan Smith able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Well, Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
That's a 49-yard punt, 8, though, on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Eagles just about set to go to work on offense. Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Eagles.
Chris Watkins.
2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Eagles are able to widen their lead here in this first half. It's not too often that you say, hey, this one's going to be over by halftime. And, CD, I know our bosses probably don't want us to say that because they don't want people clicking away. But this one might be over by halftime.
And since you already put your jacket on the way of actually saying it, I will co-sign and go with you because you're my partner. We don't mean to do it, but this game has been exactly as you've described. I see no hope for them going forward.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
On the return, Lynn Bowden. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest. I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Carl try it again on second down. And it's incomplete.
A lot of incompletions on first and second down. It certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if we can get something going here on third down.
Throwing his car on third down. In trouble, and he's taken down.
Nakobe Dean. They never get him yet. Third sack tonight. They can't figure him out. On fourth down, Matt Ariza sent on to punt.
We'll call it a 42-yard punt, 3 on the return.
And they will take over first and 10.
Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here.
Charles, this offense, they've been on a roll. 2 drives ago, they scored. Remember, last drive was that one-play touchdown strike, so now they're looking to make it 3 for 3.
You know, I talked to a Hall of Famer one time about, hey, when you're on defense and these types of things are happening to you, what goes through your mind? And he told me at that point, it's not about schemes. It's not about what's called from the sideline. It's about players. Who's going to make a play, make a stand, and stop this offense from doing what they've been doing?
He's going to look deep for Watkins. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown.
Chris Watkins
On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns.
And the Eagles open the lead up to 34-0. So this now 34-0 with the extra point pending. And Charles, I thought these guys might have the advantage coming in, but I didn't expect this.
Well, I'm glad we're going with full transparency here because I didn't either. I thought we might be looking at a 24-20 type game, maybe 13-10 at the half. But this has been total. Domination.
Elliott now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man. 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Well, the offense wasn't out there for a long time, but they were out there for a good time. One play, and they're able to hit pay dirt.
And no return from Bowden. This will come out to the 25.
Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
Carr now on first down.
There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
To throw his Carr.
Throwing out right here, caught by Olave.
Short completion, just 4 yards. And it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Carr looking to throw on 3rd and 2.
A very quick pass to Ridley. And he is going to have a Saints first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2.
Throwing on first down is Carr. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes.
Nakobe Dean make that now 4 sacks for him in tonight's ball game.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Throwing now is Carr.
Over the middle, that's caught by Ridley.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it there. And now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation. They have a much better chance of picking up.
These guys have put it 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. That is not going to be any help as they dump it behind the line of scrimmage. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
Matt Araiza now on to punt this one away.
And there's a work of art right there. Out of bounds at the 2-yard line. The Eagles offense back out onto the field.
And Charles, the name of the game last time, efficiency. Their very first snap, they connected for a quick touchdown.
They get more value than just the points from that series as well. Only needing one play, it keeps the entire offense rested up.
Back to throw now in his own end zone. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Paulson Adebo.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
So maybe some signs of life. This has been a defense. They've been all over the map here in this first half, but they're coming through with a big play.
And sometimes that one play is what you need. And it sounds overly simple, but this is a team that was close to being down and out before halftime. So to come back and return the interception for a touchdown, that's big.
Can serve, Charles, like you were alluding to, as a little bit of a wake-up call for them. We'll see.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Houston set to take over. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Second down, here's Jalen Hurts.
Going deep here for Watkins. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Houston.
Chris Watkins
on his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns.
And the Eagles have taken a 5-touchdown lead.
Elliott on for the extra point. And the route is on here in his first half. Pretty Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And no return from Bowden. This will come out to the 25. The New Orleans offense set to take over. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10.
On 1st down, Carr, nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and it's picked up by the Eagles. And his guys will take over at the 14-yard line in the red zone.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Hurts sets up to throw it.
Smith catches left side. Touchdown, Eagles.
Devontae Smith.
A 14-yard touchdown.
And the Eagles have taken a 6-touchdown lead.
Elliott good on the extra point. And the run is on here in this first half. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
And now the Saints get set to trot out there.
Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their deep.
A breakaway from Michael Thomas. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. On 1st and 10, here's Carr, and that is incomplete.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again.
Kobe Dean in there for the 7th time in this game alone, and that ties him with the late Derek Thomas for the most sacks ever in a single game. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles, and that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Well, the Eagles going to get one final possession in this first half. And with a huge lead already, they may be thinking, hey, our job's complete for these first 2 quarters. Let's get this to the locker room. Off the play fake, here's Hurts.
He's going to look deep for Watkins. And this will be caught at the 30. And finally down at the 9-yard line. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
Throwing is Hurts.
Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Smith. Touchdown!
Devontae Smith as the first half is winding down. And the Eagles will extend their lead here just before halftime. Elliott good with a PAT. And the route is on here in this first half. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup. As we send you on over to our land, a look around the NFL, we'll have to wait for postgame because we are moving right through halftime and on to the third quarter. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. Nwangu now from his end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Eagles ready to go on offense to begin quarter number 3. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the running a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working, but they run it more effectively. They may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
Play action. Here's Hurts. Airing it out deep for Smith. And he's got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Eagles. Devontae Smith saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Eagles come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. Well, on the other sideline right now, it's just absolute dejection. But, Charles, let's focus on the positive. With the lead that they built here, they've done pretty much everything to perfection in this ball game.
They certainly have. Makes me think that their week of preparation was excellent. And they flowed into this game, and it carried over. And right now, I don't expect them to back off at all. They're playing so well, they just want to keep it going.
Elliott got on the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And no return from Bowden. This will come out to the 25. Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. Carr going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Carr again here on 2nd and 10. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. That's on multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6. On 3rd and long, it's Carr. That's to the sideline and incomplete.
This offense is a frustrated unit. Things are really unraveling here, and as a head coach, time to earn your paycheck. You've got to find a way to keep it together as that brings up another 4th down.
Dances by him. A 47-yard punt, maybe a couple on the return.
This offense ready for their upcoming series as we get a look at the former Heisman Trophy winner, Devontae Smith.
This defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now they would happily go to their general manager and say, is there any way you could get a trade for him? Bring him over to our team so we don't have to cover him anymore, because he is really having a heck of a ball game, isn't he?
This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown. Chris Watkins, 67 yards.
And the Eagles extend their lead yet again.
Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And no return from Bowden. This will come out to the 25.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Carr going to throw.
He'll get this one underneath to Kamara.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
14 yards is the pickup. 1st down, New Orleans. Well, a lot of ground left to make up, obviously. A lopsided contest, and we're already in the 3rd quarter. And they won't get it all back in one play or one drive. That's cliche, but it's true, Charles. If they can just maybe get plays like that and get a little momentum built, they can get the scoreboard a little closer.
And can you add some blinders to the cliche, meaning keep these guys from looking at the scoreboard, because that doesn't help them at all right now. Their focus needs to be on finishing every drive with points and playing mistake-free football from here on out.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Little short pass here to Hill. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Play action. Now it's Carr.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. Into the red zone, it's Carr. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, in the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And a broken tackle could not free him. Taken down right at the 10-yard line. And he gets 6. That'll leave him with 3rd and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Carr now to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. And it's going to lead him to 4th down.
You can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front 7. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit 3rd quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal,
Does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag and just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
Eagles set and ready for their next offensive drive. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket?
And that's caught inside the 30. A huge play there for Houston. 49 yards. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They go play action with Hurts. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown, Eagles. Devontae Smith, 26 yards. And the Eagles get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Elliott did on the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And no return from Bowden. This will come out to the 25. The New Orleans offense set to take over. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Meanwhile, Carr's throw complete there to Johnson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. 2nd and short. Could they just hand it off for another big gain? Or did they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
Carr's throw caught by Olave. It'll be a pickup of 4. Good enough to earn him yet another first down. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. Jalen Carter working his way back behind the line of scrimmage and dropping him for a loss. Carter throw on 2nd down. Complete. It's Johnson. That'll give him 8 that time. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Now a play fake. Carr. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this third. Back now here on EA Sports. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Shaquille Leonard coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. On play action, it's Carr. Under pressure, they got him again. Amari Barno, his 2nd sack of the night. Here comes the Saints punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds, and they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
Second down, here's Hurts.
He's got him in, complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Here's Hurts to throw.
Going deep here for Watkins. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown.
Here's Watkins.
62 yards.
And the Eagles add another 6 points to what's going to be a blowout victory.
Elliott good with a PAT. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And no return from Bowden. This will come out to the 25. The Saints again ready to go on offense. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10.
Now Carr.
Slant pass complete to Olave.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Second and 6, just inside the 30. Now Carr. Can't get away, and he's taken down.
Now a timeout here, at least for the moment. Looks like one of the Saints is injured, shaken up on that last play. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. A tough spot here, 3rd and 15.
To throw, it's Carr. And that is incomplete. Another pass attempt, another incompletion. You figure defensively, you're in the 4th quarter here. You've held the team under 100 yards passing. You've done your job.
Especially in today's NFL, which is truly a pass-first league.
Fielded at about the 28. It's a net of 40 there. A punt of 48 and a return of 8. And now out comes Houston.
CD, I mean, they have just been scoring at will. It's been score after score after score, and a lot of times we use the term blowout for a lopsided ball game. This has kind of gone past that. I think we're in historic territory right now.
You nailed it. Historic territory. Perfect phrase for what we are watching. If this were a movie, what kind of rating would we put on it? Who would you allow to watch what we're watching right now? Let's hope this one gets over fast, because this game well decided a long time ago.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Throw out wide is incomplete. But Charles, they're still airing it out at this point despite that huge lead. And some people may be saying, well, why are they throwing the football? These guys, I guess, are just padding their stats at this point.
Yeah, there are a lot of big grins, I think, from people in their families, from themselves. You're exactly right. Pad the stats when you get an opportunity. It'll certainly help you come contract time.
He's going to look deep for Watkins. And he's got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Eagles.
Here's Watkins.
64 yards.
And the Eagles are pouring it on.
good on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as he just added on to that big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And no return from Bowden. This will come out to the 25. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage, because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games, and we've seen our share of lopsided content.
Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14. To throw his Carr. Finding Johnson on the out route. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Here's Carr to throw. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Jalen Carter. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Shotgun now for Carr. And he will find Ridley on the left side. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third. Here is third down and 4. Now Carr maybe with a free play. He's got his target. That's complete. Still on his feet. And he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now there is a flag down, but I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
Offside. Defense.
So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Taken at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Eagles offense back out, getting set for this next drive. Well, CD, you and I do a lot of games together, but it is pretty rare that we do a game of this margin. I mean, this has just been total domination from start until now, and I don't think they're going to take their foot off the gas at this point.
Do you think that on the sideline, some jokester said to one of his team,
"They got his man complete," and he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. 33 yards that time. Now Hurts changing up the play.
Delay of game. Offense.
Well, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. Well, let's face it, not a lot left for them to prove in this game, but they're still throwing the football. I guess, of course, CD, you could always get the backup some work. There's new plays to try out. But some people, let's face it, they just want to run the score up. It's fun.
I love the way that you expressed that, because you gave plenty of reasons why people like to do things. But ultimately, They just like to keep their foot on the gas, and they just want to tromp on teams. And what I like to see is, if you like to do that, how do you handle it when it comes back against you? On those days where someone can run it up on you, do you handle it the way that you expect your opponent to? If so, keep doing your thing.
That is caught. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
And this has been the story all night long. They just came out firing and have not backed off, even with the big fourth-quarter lead. Here's another completion for big yardage.
That one looks like he'll throw here.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up, but he certainly will have some explaining to do.
And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal.
Hurts. That to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
So an incomplete pass a moment ago, and that leads to 2nd and goal.
Throwing is Hurts.
And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money, in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
Elliott good with a PAT. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And no return from Bowden. This will come out to the 25. The New Orleans offense set to take over. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Carr going to throw.
Throwing, completing, quick to Calvin Ridley.
8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a 1st down. Throwing now is Carr. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
On play action, now Carr. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack.
Amari Burnham
bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight. They'll on 3rd and long. They'll look to throw.
taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Now, this is certainly one of the bigger losses that we are going to see for quite some time. And you have to think at this point where we're at in the fourth quarter with how wide this advantage is. For this offense, they're just trying to end things with a positive drive and then get the heck out of here.
Yeah, if this had been a concert, you would have heard